Built strong enough to handle the abuse of a beginner, but still powerful enough for pros with its 3S battery, the Lizard 95 appeals to just about any FPV pilot. The Lizard 95 is a new release from Eachine that has been built in the likeness of the Aurora, with the same Minikube flight stack featuring an Omnibus F3 and D-Shot 600 4-in-1 ESC. Rocking a 600 TVL all-in-one camera with a switchable 25mW 100mW video transmitter and 3S compatible 1104 6000 kV motors, you can expect a good FPV flying experience, and at this size, you'll find yourself trying to fly through gaps smaller than any you've ever considered before. You can buy the Lizard 95 with 3 different types of receiver: Spectrum, FR Sky and Fly Sky. But is it worth the money? Although it's not the fastest microquad out there, with its sleek and flashy design, the Lizard 95 is more than capable of turning heads. Couple that with a strong, durable frame, and we're on to a winner. Due to the speed and durability, the Lizard is perhaps more suitable for the beginner to intermediate range, but don't let this stop you if you're an inexperienced pilot. The Lizard 95 still packs a punch, and when in the air, this quad delivers an energetic and fun FPV experience. The Lizard 95 also comes with a detailed manual, assisting beginners with any pre-flight issues. The Lizard is a fun and exciting little quadcopter, and you can't help but feel happy when flying this microquad. It performs amazingly for its size and handles very well during adverse weather, which is great news if you live in the UK. Despite the Lizard's resistance to crashes, it offers a lot of power out of the box and is able to perform tricks and flips with the stock propellers. If this is your first microquad, you will not be disappointed. However, I have flown a lot of microquads, one being the seriously fast AR Fun 90, and I was left wanting more from the Lizard 95. The 5-blade props kept me in the air for only 3 minutes, and due to the extra weight on the frame, the Lizard has lost some power. But do bear in mind that with this extra weight, you do get extra durability. The Minikube flight stack is used in the Lizard 95, and this comprises of the ESC, flight controller and power distribution board, all neatly stacked on top of one another. The components used here are of a high quality, and the flight stack really pulls the whole build together. Compatible with D-Shot 600 38kHz protocol, you'll be able to take advantage of several advanced features, such as error rejection and drifting oscillation prevention. Because the Minikube is stackable, the whole system can be powered from the USB input. Whilst some computers might not be able to handle the power drawn, those that do will let you test your video transmitter, camera or OSD at the same time as configuring your board on Betaflight. One of the more interesting decisions made by Eachine was to put 5-blade props on the Lizard, and whilst cosmetically appealing, as mentioned earlier, they don't provide much practicality for your flight times. You'd be better off switching to 4-blade propellers to increase the flight time and possible top speed. When it comes to cheap quadcopters, low build quality usually correlates with the price. Unfortunately, this Lizard is no exception. When we unpacked our review unit, one of the motor screws had fallen out and no thread locker was used. That said, this is one of the bigger issues we had with the build, and so as long as you are aware of this and take a bit of time to check all the screws, it's not a deal breaker. One little niggle worth mentioning is that the Lizard 95 comes with an XT30 battery connector instead of the standard JST connector. This may mean that you need to stock up on batteries and chargers with XT30 connectors, but this is no bad thing. The XT30 provides you with 30 amp coverage over the 20 amps provided by the standard JST connector. And since the Lizard uses a 3S battery with 5-blade propellers, the quad will pull 30 amps on full throttle. We've flown a lot of quads here at Unmanned Tech, and I think we can all agree that the Lizard is pretty impractical when it comes to mounting the battery. The Velcro provided doesn't fit nicely on the frame, so you're left relying on a half-stuck strip, and the battery strap of course. The only way around this is to stick it vertically to the quad, and this seems to do the trick, but you do need to keep an eye on the battery as you fly if you can. In conclusion, the advantages of the Lizard 95 outweigh any negatives, and I would definitely recommend this microquad to pilots of all levels. There's a good feeling to fly in the Lizard, and you'll be able to hop between trees with any other microquad on the market. To me, the Lizard felt like it had extra bounce than the standard microquad. As I dodged branches, it was very locked in, and this is something I'm not really experienced in ready-to-fly microdrones before. However, I would make small improvements to the drone if I was building it myself. This would, however, make it more expensive, and value for money is, after all, what Eachine are all about. Thank you for watching.